are starting the second game between Insignia and Servyoa. Insignia is a member from the clan Inner Fire, while Servyoa is a member from the clan sc2ro Gaming, and they have the Razer as sponsor, so Razer kind of got into their name. Now the map, I think I created the map wrong. Let me check again. Yeah, okay. I do mistakes, sorry guys. I'm aggressive noob. The map were pretty close anyway, so so we are back into the game. The map is the correct one right now. Players kept the same colors, orange and yellow. So this will be very hard for me. I will have to constantly watch the minimap. We have Servyoa spawning on the right top, and on the left top we have Insignia. Interesting positions. The third base is somehow harder for Servyoa, because as you can see, first base is here, natural, easy stuff, but if you want to take your third, it's over here, which is like very close to Insignia. Insignia, natural over here, third base over here. So Servyoa's third will be easily abused by drops if Insignia chooses to do so. Now last week we also had DVT from Insignia versus Noise, and I was impressed with Insignia play. Hopefully he will be able to show us something even better. Now Servyoa lost his first game in the league between versus Indy. Indy had a decent game out there. To be honest, I was a bit surprised. I somehow saw Servyoa as the favorite one, and even right now I see Servyoa as favorite. Maybe because I know him better and I casted him some more than usual, or actually a lot more than Insignia. Insignia, I only casted him in the Bulgarian qualifiers and in the league. I never heard of him before the league. So we see that Insignia is sending down an SCV to scout. He will find Servyoa right on the first try. And as I've said, Noise will probably be replaced in the league because he can't actually play anymore. And the player, it's probably going to be Foo Fighter, another Serbian Terran, young one. I think he's like 16 or 17 years old, and he's pretty good. He's a grandmaster player, and also he's very eager to play. He wants to play, so I think it will make things a bit more interesting for the group. Right now the group is very interesting, to be honest. We have in Group C we have Insignia, Death Angel, Indy, Moman, Stunter, Servyoa, Noise, who will be replaced, and Jax. So as you can figure it out, it's going to be a very strong group. Now also tomorrow we will have another cast with Group D. If you are wondering what are going to be the first the matches from tomorrow, we will have Hasu Ops versus the Beast. Now that's going to be a very interesting PvP. We saw Hassobs already winning a PvP versus Pomi last week. It was a 3-match series. Very nice. Basically, Hassobs did another strategy each game. And oh, she got scout, and then the insignia cancelled immediately. The Bees played one of the best games in the league with Now Grim, and I really recommend you to check out that game. Very awesome base trade stuff and so on. So I'm curious what he has to offer. We have a tank and a Hellion. Maybe the Hellion will be able to kill at least this SCV. No, he's running. He saw the tank, and bam, the SCV died. We have 1-1-1 opening for Insignia, 1-1-1 opening for Servyoa, but Servyoa already added his a command center down. On the second match that we are going to see tomorrow, it's a battle between Swedes. We will have sc2ro fight Now Grim. Now this is going to be very awesome. I know that I'm not going to try to hype everything up, but sc2ro is a top grandmaster player, same as Now Grim. Very strong Protoss, and Now Grim has been very impressive, at least for me. I love to cast Now Grim. The third game is going to be between Crusader and Pomi, TVP. Looking forward to see what Crusader has to offer. And the fourth game is going to be between BeastieQT and Song, TVT. Looking forward to see Beastie play another Terran TVT. He played with Crusader last week, and Crusader managed to take a game from BC. So right now BeastieQT is only sitting at 1 point. Actually, a lot of the players sit at 1 point in that group. I think it will turn out to be a very interesting group, Group D I mean. Group A seems to be the strongest with the most known player. Group B seems to be so not very pretty good players there also, but not Song now. And we see that Insignia is going to do a drop over here with the tanks. The supply depot will surely going to fall. As you can see, rather Servyoa is falling back right now to take care of this. It's going to be very hard. I've seen the Insignia do this in the match with Noise, and the second tank needs to fall down. The second tank fell down. As you can see, there are still 2 siege tanks for Insignia, and rather Servyoa tried to snipe it down, but he lost his marines right now, and Insignia might actually win this right now. The third tank for Servyoa died, and right now enters the game. We will move into the second match immediately. The map is going to be Nerazim Crypt. (1-0) for Insignia. Yeah, he kind of said that he hates AI or something like that. And now Servyoa said he hates everything about this noob game. I've seen him a lot of times being mad at the game. It seems that Servyoa is playing yellow right now. They are playing tricks with my mind. Welcome guys to the second game between Servyoa and Insignia. We have Servyoa spawning on the bottom right corner, and on the top right corner we have Insignia. The map is Nerazim Crypt, a map where you can easily take your expansion. However, because of the spawning position, The one that can do a nice abuse is going to be Servyoa if he sieges over here. The buildings from Insignia can get under attack if he builds too close to the cliff. Now what else can they do? It was a pretty standard rush, classic attack, but Servyoa wasn't that prepared for it, and we have barracks at the same time. Almost at the same time, a bit half of a second difference. There is a new Diablo 3 beta patch out. I played it a bit yesterday. I did a live stream. I will continue to finish the episode today, so if you want to see Diablo 3 beta, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but check on the stream later. You can actually subscribe to if you go to the live stream page on Regame, you can actually subscribe to the stream. So when I'm going online, I can notify you by email. So maybe you want to do that, maybe not. Anyway, we see that Servyoa is adding a tech lab to his barrack. Will he open with a Reaper? That's the question. And oh, sorry, Insignia is opening. They changed the colors and I'm mixing stuff up. Insignia, yeah, Insignia is opening with a Reaper, while Servyoa is opening maybe with a 1-1-1. Or maybe not, because he's not adding the... Or maybe now. Okay, he's adding the second refinery right now. That's the... Maybe a bit faster you can add a second refinery. And Servyoa managed to kill the scouting SCV from Insignia, but he didn't lost his. And Insignia is putting down a factory. Okay, he's scouting with this Reaper. Let's see if he will be able just to see anything. No, the Reaper died. Factory is on place right now, and we will have a siege tank on the way. Probably the same for Insignia, because he has this tech lab over here, and he's also adding a reactor at the barrack. And that button on the minimap is not working. I've said that before. This button. So, classic opening from both players from what I see. However, Servyoa is adding a command center. We have a scan, and Insignia saw almost everything. He didn't saw the starport, and yeah, Banshee baby, or a Raven. Let's see. Banshee. I think Insignia will be prepared for it. He's getting a Viking out. And he is going to do that that Marine tank and Vikings push. And that's usually pretty standard also. You need to be a bit prepared, but with the Banshee... However, the Banshee, okay, he also has cloak, so yeah, with cloak it will be even better. If the Banshee will not have cloak, he can easily die to the Viking. And as you can see, Insignia is already pushing out. Interesting style from Insignia. He's almost... with the last week games versus Noise, he also it was also a pretty fast game, and he didn't got if I remember correctly, he didn't got a command center. So he's you can say he's almost playing a Generalus style, however without getting SCVs, like 30 SCVs when you attack. Now Cloak is almost done. He will use the Banshee in order to snipe the tanks, and we see that the Insignia also wants to abuse this position. Right now Insignia has scan, there's the scan, and the Banshee got down. And Servyoa, I think Servyoa is getting a bit mad right now, because his production buildings are getting under attack. Ooh, the tank got a big hit. He needs to get this, let's see, he will manage to get the tank, almost. He needs to get the second tank. Maybe he will be able to do it. The second Banshee is coming out right now. We have a scan, but the Banshee almost had no energy anyway, and since that Servyoa took care of this push, even the Vikings are dying right now. Or only one survived, for now at least. And there's the command center for Insignia. And General just told me that he doesn't bring SCVs in TVT, and I can say I'm deeply disappointed by that. I'm deeply disappointed. Now the game seems that will go to mid stages. Servyoa is already mining from his expansion. As you can see, he has much more SCVs. 32 SCVs for Insignia, 39 for Servyoa. Servyoa right now will mine from all the 4 refineries, and yeah, he's also adding a Raven. The Raven will be almost always useful, because you can use that point defense drone, even auto turret, and even if Insignia decides to get Banshee, he will have detection. Now we see that Insignia added 3 more barracks, so he will play a bit of a more bio play. And we have a Banshee over here. Insignia does not have Cloak, so he can actually do a lot of damage right now. He already has 6 kills on this Banshee, 7 kills, 8 kills right now. And this already seems to be a game that's shifting into Servyoa's favor, and the Banshee survives. Oh my god, with 2 hit points, but there is a careful with the missile turret. The missile, oh my god, the Banshee is alive and it's sitting in the corner. You don't want to get too close of that missile turret. Careful, and bam, too close. If in case you didn't know, the missile turret has a detection range much longer than the actual range of the missile turret. Three tanks in total for Insignia. Let's see how many tanks Servyoa has. Also 4 tanks, but he is way ahead with the food count, mostly because he also has more SCVs. As you can see, he's saturated over here. He needs to move 2 more SCVs to this other refinery. Servyoa also added a missile turret just to be safe. You can maybe Insignia can drop over here, or maybe a Banshee can come from top, and it's a good idea to just be prepared. Only have 1, don't over exaggerate if you're not sure. And let's see who has the better position. We had a scan over here, and Servyoa is going to lose 2 tanks, and he's going to fall back, and Servyoa says whoops. He also has a decent Viking count, and yeah, it was a small mistake which costed him 2 tanks. It might not be such an important thing, but in a mirror match everything counts. We have a scouting marine for Insignia, and let's see how good players stay with 55 SCVs versus 41 in favor of Servyoa. Yeah, a lot more food for Servi, and let's not forget that Insignia plays from from Romania. He's right now at DreamHack Balkans. He plays on a really strange monitor. At least he's not used to it. It's not even wide, they told me. That angel was also kind of confused by it, and he needs to get used to it. And now we have Insignia wanting to do a push or something. He sees the Vikings for Servi. He sieges up. He can't go too close because Servi has vision with those Vikings. Oh, Insignia lost one of his Vikings, and he will probably lose the second one. And we have a drop over here, damn colors. And Insignia is in a lot of trouble right now because the... Oh my god, Servyoa is getting down supplies and some production units, and he also took care of those tanks. And that's a good game from Insignia. The score is 1-1. Now let me check the third map, Talarim. Ouch, interesting. I'm creating the map right now, and we will start in like 30 seconds. Player said good luck, have fun, and we are starting right now live. And Insignia plays blue this time. But it's okay, because that reminded me to actually update the overlay with the score, and the score is more important. So welcome guys to the third game. We have Insignia spouting on the top left and Servyoa on the top right. The map is Talarim Altar, in case you didn't notice, or maybe you don't know the map because you are a new player. Now this map used to be in the GSL, maybe still is, not sure. It's a pretty big map. You can easily take your expansion, and on this map almost all the races open with a fast expansion, unless you are Generalo. And I find it a bit interesting because building a second command center will get you the chance to build more SCVs and be better at your all-in. So not sure exactly why Generalo does not build a lot of command centers, builds a lot of SCVs and then goes. We have Servyoa with the barrack down. Oh, and I was talking about the map. Easy to take your expansion because you can just wall off over here. It can be abusable by boot players right now because you can just put the tanks over here. Zergs usually hate this when the Terran players do that. And also if you go a bit up, you have this third that is protected by some rocks, but also has a back door, so you need to be very careful. You also have an expansion over here, so it's like 4 bases in total for each corner. Now we see that Insignia already scouted Servyoa, and he is attacking the SCV with his own SCV. Let's see if he's going to win the fight. No, this SCV is alive and it's going to be repaired. Oh, in case you don't know, the SCVs are actually biological and mechanical at the same time, so they can be repaired and they can be healed by medic vets at the same time. Servyoa will scout Insignia right on time. Insignia has a Marine over here, and he might pick the SCV. Let's see. Yep, he's going to pick it. If he micros a bit, oh my god, the SCV is still alive, but he has this SCV, as you can see. He's taking it, try to get some damage. Oh, nice micro from an SCV. Let's see. Oh, nice, nice first fight, but Insignia will lose his own SCV. No, the SCV is left with 6 hit points. So it's SCV Marine versus SCV Marine. Interesting first fight. We must make everything from each event, like each I don't know how to put it, but everything in one game can be a very exciting thing. As you can see, the SCVs are mining right now, and that can be very exciting if you have an IQ of 15, like Generalu. Not sure if you heard me. Anyway, I'm joking around. It's all by myself. I've only slept like 4 hours. I got my new motherboard, CPU and cooler, and after that I will show you actually how big is the cooler. It's it's not as big as Generalu's. And back to the game, we have a tech lab over here. Insignia will get a Banshee out probably, while Servyoa, as I said, he likes to play with a command center, and he's adding a command center much faster, but also at the same time getting his own starport. The starport is a bit delayed than normal. As you can see, Insignia's Banshee is on the way building. It's at about 45%, and Servyoa's starport is still not done, but he will do the same thing, a Banshee. Now let's see who's going to have an advantage if you open with this build. And General just told me that he wants to open his own, upgrade his own PC. Maybe he wants to buy my motherboard and my CPU. I can sell them cheap for him, and the all-ins will work awesome for that. Let's see what he will say. What do we have here? Supply depots. Oh my god. The supply depot is actually the only supply building in game that has no other purpose. I would love to have some add-on that will put some cannons on the supply depot. So you'll have the supply depot like shooting. Because the Protoss pylon also has a purpose to warp in units and build. Okay, the Banshee got sniped out. Sorry, but it's hard to notice on the minimap. You can use the pylon to warp in units and build buildings. And when you see, okay, I don't have, I can't build over there, and I want to build over there, and you put down a pylon, and you put down a pylon, it won't be supply blocked. While the Zerg supply, it's actually a unit, the Overlord, that you can move around and scout with it and poop creep and all that stuff. So the Terran player is the only race that has a true supply building that only does that, and it can also be one of the reasons why it's a bit harder to macro as Terran, because if you got supply blocked, you are in deep shit. I won't go too much into that, but if you played all the races like Generalo did, he knows. Insignia wants to do the same thing. Let's see who got this better position. Oh, not good, Insignia, not good. Insignia is losing the tanks. Ouch. Scan for Insignia. He got a few hits on the Marines, but he lost his 2 tanks. And because of that Raven, the Banshee from Insignia can't cloak. If he has cloak, I don't think so. I can't actually check, because I also think that he lost his own Banshee. And Insignia will go for heavy bio. He will have a total of 5 barracks, We see that Servyoa is already destroying the rocks to the third. And let me actually order some food real fast, because I need it to get over here on time when the cast will be over. And I'm also very excited about the buildings that that the Terran will get in Hearts of the Swarm. The Hellion that can get better on melee. The I don't know how that it's called. I think it's called the Shredder or something like that. That's also pretty interesting. Just to put, for example, you can put two of them over here, and it will be harder for the Zerg to do run-bys, and maybe for the Terran also to go with Marines. Oh, point defense drone with more Vikings. Insignia Servyoa won the air fight, and we also have a Banshee from Servyoa almost picking out a tank. He goes with the Banshee because he wants to take down the tank, and no, careful with the Banshee right now because the Viking actually got up. And right now it's Servyoa's place to siege, and we also have a drop at the same time, but the drop got spotted, and it seems that Servyoa is moving back. Let's see what Insignia can do right now. There are too many bags almost full. He needs to steam and go immediately. He has no combat shield. Go Insignia, go. I know, as you can see, Servyoa is also counter-attacking into the Insignia's main base. He's steaming and he's trying to get. He got one tank. What the hell? He will get the third tank, maybe not actually. But Insignia's expansion is under attack right now, and Servyoa has an advantage right now. Let's see how many ACVs Insignia will be able to pick up. As you can see, Servyoa is much more ahead on the ACV count because he got that early command center, and he's still attacking the Insignia. And that is the good game from Insignia. 2-1 for Servyoa. So let me tell good luck to Insignia. Insignia just, I told him good luck to DreamHack, and he told me these guys will never get a worse PC. Yeah. Actually, let me tell me the scores to Bets Fox. Well, guys, this will be for today. Oh, I've told you that I'm going to show you the cooler, but it seems that there is no one else on the chat to interact with me. But anyway, this is actually the baby. It's like huge. That's what she said. The spot for the CPU. I also got some pasta to put on the CPU, and the cooler will go like that. And it will also have it also has a fan over here, and yeah, hopefully it will be. I wanted to have it today installed, but I need someone to help me with it, so maybe I can get in touch with that guy, and maybe he will help me do it today, or maybe not. So this was for today. the reason for the reason that we don't have more games. The reason why we don't have the other two games is that that